Hi, good morning. Today's topic is fundamental rights. Now, let us see fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution from Articles 12 to 35. This Part 3 of the Constitution is rightly described as the Magna Carta of India. Part 3 of the Constitution is rightly described as the Magna Carta of India. Okay, this our Constitution, the fundamental rights, we copied it from the Constitution of USA. We derived it from the Constitution of USA. Originally, the Constitution provided for 7 fundamental rights, but at present there are only 6 fundamental rights. Okay. And while fundamental rights are available to all persons, certain fundamental rights are available only to Indian citizens. So already I told that the fundamental rights are enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution from Article 12 to 35. But the Articles 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 are available only to Indian citizens. Which are all the articles are available only for the Indian citizens? Article 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 are available only to Indian citizens. The other articles are available both for the Indian citizens as well as the foreigners. Now, we are going to see the 6 fundamental rights. First one is right to equality. And second one is right to freedom. Third one is right against exploitation. And fourth one is right to religion. Fifth one is right to cultural and educational rights. And sixth one is right to constitutional remedies. So what are all the 6 fundamental rights? They are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. Now we are going to see the fundamental rights one by one. The first one, right to equality. Article 14 to 18, it describes about the right to equality. This states that all citizens are equal in front of the law, irrespective of religion, caste, creed, sex or place of birth. All people in the country have equal rights to travel on public roads, to enter public places and to use public ponds and wells. So, this right says that all are equal in front of the eyes of law. Okay. The next fundamental right is right to freedom. Article 19 to 22, it describes about right to freedom. The Constitution of India guarantees following rights to every citizen of India. Right to freedom of speech and expression, and right to assemble peacefully and without harm, right to form association or union, right to move freely through the territory of India, freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business, freedom to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India, right to practice any profession. These are all the rights is given to the citizen of India through the article of 19 to 22. Now, let's move to right against exploitation. Article 23 and 24, it describes about right against exploitation. This right prescribes the weaker section of the society from the threats of the rich and the powerful individuals. Because most of the poor people were under the control of the rich and powerful people, and they are suffering a lot. To avoid that, this right against exploitation was created in our constitution. For example, to compel someone to work or to employ children below the age of 14 in mines and industries, to engage in other dangerous workplaces, and for labor in hotels are forbidden. So completely all the age, those who are below the age of 14 are completely forbidden to work under any of the institution. It was mentioned in our constitution through this right against exploitation. Next, we pass on to right to freedom of religion. Article 25 to 28, it describes about the right to freedom of religion. This is a right that ensures secularism. What is secularism? A citizen of India can follow any kind of religion. That freedom was given to the citizen of India. Any kind of religions we can follow. That is secularism. Every individual in India is entitled to practice the religion of his or her choice. The nation does not give a special consideration to any particular religion. This is the notable thing. The nation does not give a special consideration to any particular religion. All religions are equal, and we, the citizen of India, can have the freedom to follow any kind of religion by our own choice. The next right is cultural and educational right. Article 29 and 30, it describe about cultural and educational right. The Constitution gives the right to all section of the people to protect the language, script or culture that is peculiar to themselves. This right guarantees compulsory and free education for children between the age of 6 to 14. Okay. So particularly Article 30, it gives right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. The next right is right to constitutional remedies. Article 32, it says about the right to constitutional remedies. This is the right that ensures the citizen a fundamental right when he is denied the same. He or she can seek the help of courts, have the right to intervene in such petitions and pass judgments. Now we are going to see deeply about the right to constitutional remedies. Now we will see what is writ. A writ is an order or command issued by a court in writing under its seals. A writ is an order or command issued by a court in writing under its seal. It is in the nature of a command or prohibition from performing certain acts that are specified in the order of the court. Okay, so this is the expected 2 mark question. What is writ? A writ is an order or command issued by the court in writing or under its seal. It is in the nature of a command or prohibition from the performing certain acts that are specified in the orders of the court. Okay. Both the Supreme Court and the High Courts are empowered to issue 5 kinds of writs. They are Happiest Corpus, Mandamus, Prohibition, Go Arando, and Curtailing. That is why the Supreme Court is called the guardian of the Constitution. According to B.R. Ambedkar, Article 32 is the heart and soul of the Constitution. Okay, which article is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? Article 32 is the heart and soul of the Constitution, which was says by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Now, let us see the writs one by one. The first writ is Happiest Corpus. It safeguards people from illegal arrest. Okay, what is the first writ? Happiest Corpus. It safeguards people from illegal arrest. Next writ is Mandamus. Mandamus protects the petitioner who requires legal help to get his work done by respective public authorities. So, Mandamus, it protects the petitioner who requires legal help to get his work done by respective public authorities. The next writ is Prohibition. It prohibits a subordinate court from acting beyond its jurisdiction. This prohibition, it prohibits a subordinate court from acting beyond its limits. The next writ is Curtailing. It quashes an order issued by a subordinate court by overstepping its jurisdiction. What does it mean by quashes? It means reject as invalid. So what are all the orders issued by the subordinate court? It will be rejected as invalid by through this writ. It gives protection. It is giving authority to the citizens through this writ. The next writ is quo warranto. It prevents usurpation of public office through illegal manner. What does it mean by usurpation? To seize. Okay. So, quo warranto, it prevents usurpation of public office through illegal manner. Now, we come to the end of the session. Fundamental rights are those rights that are guaranteed to each and every citizen by the Indian Constitution. If any of these rights are violated, individual can approach the High Court and Supreme Court directly. Okay. So now everyone, you can understand that through this fundamental rights, if any citizen's rights has been denied by any other way, we can approach the High Court or Supreme Court directly to get our rights. Okay, you understood? I hope so. You understand the fundamental rights. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.